All right, welcome back to another After Dark, everyone. Hope you all are having a good night so far. Hope you guys had a good day. This one is for the basketball nerds out there. If you don't care about an offensive strategy, you might want to click off of this one. But if you care about the triangle offense and how it was run and how Michael Jordan was able to really benefit off of it, hell, so did Kobe. But this one is titled for Michael. Stick around, because honestly, I have a little bit to learn about it. I seem to have a pretty good understanding of the triangle offense, and that's thanks to, honestly, people like Phil Jackson describing it. I've seen Dennis Rodman describe it and break it down. And I believe I've seen Scottie Pippen as well break it down. But basically I have a fundamental understanding of it, but I would love to see a deep dive, and that's exactly what this is. So this is from a channel called Raw Film Basketball, a channel I've been subscribed to for a while on my own. And this one is titled The Triangle Offense Explained, How It Helped Michael Jordan Lead the Bulls to Championships. This one popped up on my feed, and I thought this would be a really cool video to just kick back and just learn from. You know what I mean? So we're all gonna learn a little bit about it, and also. It kind of came in at the right time because I was just reading an article just a couple of days ago where Jordan was talking about the triangle offense, but saying that the one thing that most people don't talk about with the triangle is that it needs a disruptor, somebody who can basically go off script like he did or like Kobe did in order for it to be truly successful. Because if not, then the ball movement can become predictable. But if you have that disruptor of a player who's just going to completely break the script whenever, let's be real. Shot clock is down to 8 seconds. It's time to give the ball to the disruptor to just improvise and make something happen. If not, it might not have been that successful. So, that kind of answers the question of like, why don't more teams do this? Well, you need a special individual in order to run this type of offense. Anyways, you guys, as I always do, I'm going to link the original video down below in the description. So if you want to check out this channel and subscribe as I have, go right ahead. You'll also see a list of channel members. Shout out, you guys. I appreciate you all. Guys, like the video. Let's put our learning hats on.
In 1986, Michael Jordan was already one of the most athletically gifted and skilled NBA players of all time. After one of his playoff performances against the Boston Celtics, Larry Bird famously said, "That wasn't Michael Jordan out there. That was God disguised as Michael Jordan." Despite already having such stature in the NBA at the time, it took several more years before Jordan would lead his team to a championship. In the late 90s, the Detroit Pistons employed a system that they called the Jordan Rules, which was a defensive strategy in which they gave extra attention to Michael Jordan and wore him down physically, to say the least. This brought about the triangle offense, a system implemented by Phil Jackson and his assistant Tex Winter. Phil Jackson played an important role in getting Michael Jordan to buy into this system, as it involved giving up the ball to his teammates. Once the Chicago Bulls began using the triangle offense.
I also saw another quote from Jordan that Phil asked MJ when he took over and said, "I want you to not win scoring champion this year." And he was, Phil was like, "I want you to be around 30 points. So no more 35, no more 37." And MJ laughed. Basically, that's how the story goes. He laughs at Phil and goes, "Man, I could score 30 and still be scoring champion. You got a deal." And then he basically averaged 30 points on the dot every season with Phil, and he only turned it up in the playoffs, and he went off script. I couldn't believe that was true, but it came from Michael Jordan.
Offense, they also began winning championships. While Michael Jordan was the biggest threat on the court, if the defense keyed in on him too much, the triangle offense provided him with several options to punish that. In this video, we are going to break down the triangle offense starting from the basics and then getting into some more advanced actions, all while explaining why it was so powerful.
By the way, Pippen doesn't get credit for this pick right here. This is pretty baller. Because this
We
is
are
when he
going
was
to break
busted.
down the triangle offense starting from the
He
basics.
goes down, he's hurt. He's like, Dad damn it. Like, getting up off the ground, off your back is the worst thing that can happen when your back is busted. But he's like, all right, hold up.
And then getting into some more
Check this
advanced
out.
action.
Bop. What a pick. Like, what a turnaround. If not for that pick, MJ would have stayed double teamed.
All while explaining
There's the
why
gap.
it was so powerful. If you enjoy this video, I'd really appreciate it if you gave it a like and subscribe to this channel, as it really helps with the YouTube algorithm. But let's get started.
Okay.
The key tenets of the offense were spacing, passing, and cutting. The offense was like a symphony of 5 basketball players all working together in sync towards a common goal. Let's go over the basic formation of the offense. First, you have the sideline triangle, which is composed of a man at the wing, the low post, and the corner. And then you also have the two-man game, which involved a player at the top of the key and another man at the weak side high post. To get into this formation, usually the guard would bring the ball up and enter the ball to the wing and then cut to the corner. This is what Phil Jackson would call strong side entry, strong side fill.
This is strong side entry, strong side fill.
After the triangle is set up, the next step is what Phil would call the two-pass.
Two-pass top.
The two-pass could go to any of the 4 other players, depending on what the defense was giving up. So now let's get into all 4 of those options. The first option was to get the ball into the low post, where either Jordan or a big man could go to work. There were more complicated actions that could come out of the low post entry option.
Yeah, you see how much movement that one entry pass had? Everyone starts a rotation on the catch. You got the back door coming through.
There were more complicated actions that could come out of the low post entry option, but we'll cover those later. If the pass to the low post was not an option, a secondary option was a pass to the man in the corner. From here, typically the man on the wing would cut baseline, and then the low post man would set a pick for the corner man to execute a corner pick and roll. The third option for the man on the wing would be to pass the ball to the man at the top of the key. A ton of options could be initiated from here, but the simplest one is the pinch post. The pinch post is a 2-man game between the man at the top of the key and the man at the weak side high post. A pass is made from the top to the high post, and then after the pass, the man at the top of the key can get the ball back via a handoff where he has plenty of space to work with. Another option is faking the handoff and looking to the options on the other side of the floor. Another option within the pinch post action would be for Jordan to execute a backdoor cut for an alley-oop. This was a really common action within the offense, so let's take a look at a few more examples.
Yeah, from what I always noticed, like, the back door really plays in if the defender is overplaying the entry pass. So if you're trying to deny Jordan of the entry pass in the post, then Jordan could just flip right by you using your momentum against him. Oops. Yeah, he baited him on the
Pinch post was
entry.
also a great place for Jordan to isolate. For the top of key series, in addition to the pinch post options, the man at the top of the key could also pass to one of the players involved in the off-ball action here. You'll see when the pass goes to the top, the man in the corner will come towards the middle of the floor, and then the man on the wing will come in to set a down screen alongside with the low post man, so the corner guard has a double down screen to run off of. The last option for the two pass is what we call blind pig action. This is when the man at the top of the key is being overplayed and the man at the weak side high post flashes up to receive a pass.
Oh, yeah. I love this. Yep. So is that Blurry Horace Grant, I believe, going to come right about here, catch the ball, and then he's going to simultaneously give a pick to Jordan as Jordan's going around that angle. So he's going to give a pick and then a handoff to him at the same time.
then immediately executes a handoff to the backdoor cutting man at the top of the key. This is an excellent counter for when Michael Jordan was being overplayed at the top of the key.
Cut.
There are a lot of other options that are available in this offense, but those were the main actions. Let's go over some of the additional options. When the ball is entered to the low post, there is another option for the low post man to pass to a player coming off of split action, which is when two perimeter players screen for each other with an additional option to cut. This action was popularized.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. I don't know if you guys caught that. Let me rewind it. Look at poor Steve Kerr trying to set a pick on Carmelo.
Player coming off of split action.
Watch this.
Which is when two perimeter players screen
right here.
for each other with an additional option to cut.
Wait.
This action was popularized by the Golden State Warriors dynasty, but was used by multiple teams in the 90s and was a staple of the triangle offense. Phil Jackson also called this the squeeze cut. While the pick and roll was not...
I want to watch that in action again.
Phil Jackson also called this the squeeze cut.
Ooh.
While the pick and roll was not as common in the triangle offense as it was with other teams, it was still effective and used. The pick and roll could be executed from anywhere within the triangle, and in this play, it starts from the top of the key. You can see here that Jordan gets trapped in the pick and roll, so he backs up while Scottie Pippen pops into space. Once Jordan passes the ball, it's easy for him to split the defense and execute a give and go, creating a 4-on-3 situation. From there, he makes a dump off pass to Grant for the easy dunk. Let's take a look at one more pick and roll play. Remember when we talked about the off-ball action for the top of key series? Well, in this play, we combine the pick and roll with that off-ball action, and you can see that Dan Marley completely loses MJ here due to the off-ball action.
By the way, yeah, I know, 93 finals, I know.
For the top of key series,
I almost kind of forgot because I was too focused in on this.
In the off-ball action.
Let me watch that one more time.
See that Dan Marley completely loses MJ here due to the off-ball action.
Lazy
For the
defense
top
by
of key
Richard
series
Dumas
in the
there.
off-ball action, another option was to have the man in the pinch post position fan out to the perimeter. This gave the option another angle to make a pass to cutters from. Another wrinkle in the low post series is shown here, where the man on the wing enters the ball into the post and then makes a cut into the paint where he sets a down screen for the big man to get a shot.
I missed it. I missed the screen.
He sets a down screen for the big man to get a shot.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the same action, but executed with different positions. This shows that the spots within the triangle offense could be filled by any player and didn't need to be a specific position. Because the defense knew that the first step in the triangle offense was to get the ball to the wing, teams would try to deny that entry pass to the wing. A great counter to this...
Yep, I've seen this too. Jordan comes up, get the ball into here, and then we have a different angle. You know, we have a different angle to get MJ the ball. You can catch it high, but more than likely, MJ's going to go backdoor at that point. So Jordan is going to bait the player up. Giggity. Entry ball goes right here. Jordan then flips the script and goes backdoor. And then he should have a wide open layup if I can read this correctly.
Denial was similar to the blind pig action, where instead of passing to the man on the wing, they would pass it to a big man at the elbow while Jordan executed a backdoor cut
there
for
it
a
is.
layup.
That was actually even faster than I thought he was going to do it.
Man at the elbow.
Let's see where
while Jordan executed a backdoor.
So the second the pass is made, that's how you know these guys practiced the hell out of this. The second the pass was made, he already started going backdoor. And look where they're at. He's already got the lead. So he just got to go straight line.
Cut for a layup. Here's another example of the same action.
It's a cool video.
Since Jordan...
Let's see.
Action.
Quick up. Yep. Rodman was
Since
great.
Jordan was
Rodman was so good in that position of the triangle too, making those passes.
such a dominant post player, it was important that he had many options to get into this position, and the triangle offense provided a lot of options here. Here in this play, he gets deep post position from the off-ball action in the top of key series. Thanks for watching this video.
Oh man.
If you enjoyed it, please remember to like the video and subscribe to the
I already did, and I'm hoping some of my subscribers will check out this channel as well, because this is pretty cool stuff. So anyways, yeah, real quick, just guys, the link is down below in the description if you want to check out this channel. If you are like at this level of fandom when it comes to basketball and wanting to understand the little intricate details, which I am, and I'm always willing to learn more and more and more as time goes on. It's a good channel for you, I would believe. Anyways, you guys, I did learn some stuff I didn't know. I'm actually probably going to watch this a couple more times on my own, because there was a lot of knowledge in there, and I kept up with as much as I can. But there's a couple things I would like to watch a couple more times, and then possibly watch a couple games or something like that and see it all in action again with a fresh perspective. But very informative, very cool video, and I learned a little bit today. Let's see. I don't really have anything to say though. That's the only problem with the outro. I don't really think there's anything to talk about. Guys, did you learn anything? Hopefully. And do you think there's anything that he missed about the triangle that needs to be explained? Yeah, I mean, the only thing I would bring up is the disruptor. That's the only thing that I think needs to be talked about, because he shows plenty of times where Jordan just goes off script. You know, in other words, he catches the very first entry pass in the post and he takes the fadeaway jumper, you know, because he read the defense and he felt like the shot was good. You know, he turns and fades away from the weak side help, the double team and the traps. So like he does all that, but like the script for the triangle offense isn't to make the entry pass, take the shot. It's, you know, there's a lot more to it. But Jordan often just went right off script and said, I've got the advantage, I'm taking it, you know? But that's the only thing I feel like I could contribute to this video. Other than that, Raw Film just nailed it. So anyways, you guys, I'm going to head out. Thank you so much for watching with me. I can't wait to read your guys' comments. And we'll have a good old conversation about the triangle offense today. Something different, right? So, all right, guys, I'll see you in the comments. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this. And most importantly, is to be water, my friends.